Hello, my name is Alden Swanson and I am the Kent County Public Schools student member of the board. And this is the SMOB report for the December 8th Board of Ed meeting. First, I'd like to talk about the KCPS District-Wide Community Schools Implementation Plan. That's a mouthful, let me explain. As you may know, all 5 KCPS schools are now considered community schools, meaning they receive concentration of poverty grants to facilitate extra programming and access to additional resources. Though all of our schools are community schools, they receive this distinction at different times over the course of the past few years, meaning they are at different stages in their various planning, implementation, and assessment processes. And while each school has their own plan in addressing challenges for their specific schools, the Excellence in Maryland Public Schools Act requires the creation of a district-wide community school implementation plan. The main takeaway for me from this document is that we've established 2 district-wide SMART goals that were informed by engagement with school leaders, coordinators, families, community partners, and district staff, and align with local school priorities and the major themes synthesized from the community school implementation plans and needs assessments, meaning they are goals that have been thought through very carefully. The first goal is to reduce chronic absenteeism throughout KCPS. Specifically, by June 2027, Kent County Public Schools wants to reduce the district's overall chronic absenteeism rate from 33.1% to 27.5%, a 5.6% point decrease. Strategies to address this goal include A. School-based attendance campaigns and interventions, meaning school-wide attendance matters campaigns and recognitions of good/perfect attendance, offering virtual attendance lessons, strengthening relationships, and more. B. District-level coordination and early intervention, meaning paying attention to and helping potential absentee cases on a district level, referring families to the Kent County local care team for support, connecting students with health services to address root causes of absenteeism, and more. C. Monitoring individual and group trends, meaning analyzing absentee data in a bunch of different ways. And D. Continuous improvement and progress monitoring, meaning monthly monitoring of attendance data and district-wide coordination and evaluation of the data. And SMART goal number 2 is to strengthen family and community engagement. Specifically, by June 2027, Kent County Public Schools wants to increase family participation in school-based and district-wide engagement activities by 5%, with a specific focus on marginalized populations, including multilingual learners and families of students with disabilities. Steps to achieve this goal include various district-level and school-level strategies. And since this is a harder goal to quantify the progress of, we have different ways to monitor the progress towards our goal. If you'd like to learn more about this plan, its document can, as always, be found on Board Docs. I know that was a lot, but all of this is to say that now that we are a completely community school system, KCPS has done its research and figured out a plan that is going to greatly improve our school system. Stay tuned for our progress on these goals. Next, I'd like to recognize some athletes who represented KCPS very well in the fall sports season. Sophomore Quinton Joyner recently won the 1A, 2A State Golf Championship with a 36-hole score of 143, finishing 7 strokes ahead of his nearest competitor. I don't play golf, I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I know that's really good. Quinton is our first state golf champion in KCHS history. So, next, Janie Depp, junior cross-country runner, medaled at the 1A State Championship, finishing 13th with a time of 22 minutes 3 seconds at one of the hardest courses in the country. I've run that course too, and let me tell you, it's absolutely awful. Even finishing that course alive is a triumph. So, Janie running that fast is absolutely incredible. The entire girls cross-country team also made KCH history by winning the regional championship and qualifying for the first time as a full girls team for the state meet. It was also the first time that the girls team and boys team qualified for states at the same time. And lastly, the KCHS girls field hockey team won the regional championship for the first time since 2019. After playing one of the most challenging schedules in the state, they worked hard and worked together to take home this impressive win. We are very proud of our athletes, and we can't wait to see what the winter season has in store for KCHS athletics. Lastly, I'd like to talk about the presentation that was given on the Next Generation Scholars program that we have at the high school. Participants in grades 10 through 12 receive classroom exposures, individualized attention, and guided field trips, which are designed to connect them to the Maryland higher education pipeline. NGS is a state grant program in which Maryland Business Roundtable of Education, MBRT, works with school systems to provide college and career readiness and awareness support services for low-income Maryland students, one of which being Kent County. This past school year, 117 students engaged in and benefited from NGS programming. Looking at the ABC data that NGS collects, students that participate in this program have slightly higher attendance rates, receive fewer referrals, and have a higher average GPA than their non-NGS classmates. Additionally, over $800,000 in financial aid was secured for Kent County students through NGS-supported efforts. The Kent NGS program did go through a transitional period from December to March last year, which is why this number is a little bit lower than it normally is. It is still a very impressive amount, though. Continuing on, 100 students got to visit multiple colleges through the NGS program: University of Maryland Eastern Shore, Towson, and Salisbury specifically. 27 students also got to visit local industries and businesses, including Koreafield Fiber Corp. And Kent County government. In terms of program impact, 94% of surveyed NGS seniors exited the program believing college was an option for them, even if they chose not to attend. And 85% of surveyed seniors reported that NGS positively affected their future plans significantly, rating this section 4 or 5 stars on a 1 to 5 scale. NGS also facilitated many great summer programming opportunities, including College Boot Camp, in which students participated in workshops on applications, essays, and financial aid. I actually went to that. It was great. Next Gen Next Level, in which recent KCHS graduates engaged in matriculation support, networking, and connection programming. And a Summer of Service, in which KCPS partnered with local organizations to get students their service learning hours. Here are some sneak peek developments on the 2025-2026 cohort, which is already going very well, as you can see. All of this is to say that the NGS program is a stellar part of Kent County High School and an amazing resource for students. Many times have I gone to Mrs. Hudson, our awesome program manager, for help, and she has always given me everything I need to succeed. Alright, that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you learned something, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye!